Hello, welcome to today's practice. So today we're going to begin standing up. So you can position your hands at heart center, or you could have one hand on the heart and one hand on the lower tummy, or you could have your palms facing outwards, whatever is most comfortable. And roll your shoulders back, and we're going to begin with some breathing. So one nice big inhale through the nose for the lift, for the extension, and an exhale through the mouth. Feel the body soften and relax. And again, inhale. And exhale. And just find the natural rhythm of your breath here. There's no rush. And then when you're ready, just give your fingers a little wiggle, give yourself a little shake. And we're going to begin by building some heat today. So circling the wrists in an upwards motion all the way up to the ceiling. And then back down again. Really moving those wrists through their full range of motion. Building the heat. Warming up those wrists. Up to the sky and back down. And then we're going to circle the ankles, find your balance. Nice big circles with the toes. And then change direction. If you notice any creaking or cracking, you can obviously spend a bit longer in one spot. And then change legs. And then whenever you're ready, you can change direction. We're then going to draw some big circles with the hips. Really kind of moving through every single corner here. So moving all the way around. Feeling your way through this movement. Again, you might want to spend a little longer in one place. Maybe notice any stiffness or tension, and then give yourself a little shake. We're then going to draw some big circles with our hands, big arm circles here. Again, building some heat. Really waking up those arms, stretching out the fingertips, and then change direction. We're using the breath here. Big inhales and exhales. And then we're going to swing the legs backwards and forwards. Whoop, find a new balance. Again, as far as you can go here. Forwards and backwards, inhaling and exhaling. Really mobilizing all of our joints. And then we're going to go in and out. Find your balance here. Using that exhale for stability. And again, forwards and backwards. And then we're also going to go sideways as well. So in and out. And again, just give yourself a little shake. Shake it all out. Let it all go. We're then going to just let one hand kind of cool down side of our leg, and we're going to sweep the other arm over and then just catch the wrist. Really stretching out the side body here. And as you exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper into the stretch. And then back to center, reset and over to the other side. So catching the opposite wrist now. Inhale, and as you exhale, see if you can sink a little bit deeper over to the side. Really feeling this in your obliques. And back to centre. We're now going to interlace our fingers behind our back, and we're going to hug our shoulder blades together, opening through the chest. And then we're going to push our hips back. Inhale, exhale. Try and release any tension here and just let go. Relax your neck, your jaw. Now we're just going to grab our arms again, not allowing our fingertips to touch the floor at this stage. Inhale, and as you exhale, sink back into it, really feeling that stretch in the backs of your legs, in your hamstrings, in your calves. And again, inhale, come up a little bit, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper. And one more time, inhale and exhale. And then just interlace your fingers behind your neck. Again, trying to really relax here. We have a lot of tension in our neck, so really try to release. And then just plant your fingertips on the floor. We're just going to heel toe our feet a little wider. A nice big wide forward fold. And then we're going to crawl our hands over to one side. Really feeling that stretch in our right leg. Using that breath as an opportunity to sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then just creeping over to the left side now. Inhale and exhale. Just pause here for a second. And then we're just going to roll back up really slowly, finishing with our shoulders and our neck. A little hair flick if you want to do one. Lovely. And we're now just going to reach up to the sky, and then we're going to come into our goddess pose. So nice wide goddess pose, reaching up through our fingertips onto our tippy toes, and then sinking down into our wide goddess pose. Hands at heart center, reaching up. Exhale, sink down. Extending through the fingertips. And sinking down. Every time you come down, see if you can sink a little bit lower. Using that exhale to facilitate this. And then we're just going to speed it up a tiny bit. Again, we're going to build some heat here. Keeping this nice and fluid and dynamic. Reaching and sinking. Inhaling and exhaling. Lovely. And then let's have another little shake. A little bit of a reset. Shaking ways that feel nice. And then we're going to sink into our malasana, into our yogi squat. Hands at heart center, using our elbows to push out our knees if we can. And then we're going to push our hips back. So sinking down into our malasana. And then pushing our hips up. And planting our fingertips on the floor and straightening our legs. So bending and then straightening. I'm just going to show you from the side as well. Using the breath, breathing through this. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to speed it up a little bit. Don't worry if your heels don't quite touch the floor here, that's fine. So just work to your body's current level of flexibility. Again, you can come from side to side, just transferring the weight onto each foot. Really feeling this in your hip flexors. And then just give yourself a little hug. And then just rolling back up to standing, one vertebra at a time, until we reach the shoulders and the head. We're then going to come to the top of our mat. I'm actually going to change direction. I'm going to go to the other top of my mat, just so that you've got a better view. And then we're going to inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to fold forwards, plant the fingertips on the floor. And then we're going to step back with our right leg. And then step back with our left leg. Okay. And then rolling back up to standing. And roll the shoulders back and reset. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right leg. Step back with the left leg. Again, we're keeping this really dynamic. And then rolling back up to standing. And we're just going to do this a couple more times. So work at your own pace here. Sweeping, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, plant the fingertips. Step back with the right foot. And the left foot. And rolling back up to standing, finishing with the shoulders and the neck. Inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Step back. Step back. And rolling back up to standing. Inhale. Exhale. Step back. Step back. And then rolling back up to standing. Inhale, standing through the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right foot. And we're going to find our high lunge here. So get nice and comfortable. Drop the back knee and curl the foot. You may want to just place your hands on the inside of your foot, again, just to deepen this stretch. You can even bring your forearms to the floor if your body allows. And then we're going to walk the hands back. We're going to flex the foot, straighten the leg. Feel that in our calf and our hamstring, and then again walking the hands forward. I'm really feeling that in the hip flexors. Walk the hands backwards, flex the foot, straighten the leg, and then walk the hands forward. And just pause for a moment here. And then back into our high lunge. Inhaling and exhaling. Opening the chest, gazing upwards. And then we're going to follow our hand, opening through the chest, rotating the thoracic spine, and then just threading through. So thread the needle and then opening through the chest, following our hand. And then when you're ready, bring the back foot to meet the front foot. And then just unrolling all the way back up to standing as slow as possible. Roll your shoulders back and reset. Give yourself a little shake out if you need one. And we're going to do that on the other leg. So inhale and exhale, fold forward, plant the fingertips down. Step back with the other leg this time into our high lunge. Take a moment here. Again, bringing the hands to the inside of the leg if you want to. Then I'm going to drop the back knee and curl the foot. Open the chest here. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to just walk the hands back, straightening that leg, flexing the foot, bringing the hips back towards the feet, and then forwards again. Again, finding positions that feel nice. And forwards again. So just working through these two movements, forwards and backwards. You may want to spend a little longer in some of these positions. If you feel like you need an extra stretch, there's no rush. And then back into our high lunge. And again, we're going to thread the needle. So opening towards that front leg, following the hand, and then threading the needle through. And pay attention to what your body needs. Find angles that will help you get the best stretch possible. There's no right or wrong here. Sink as low as you can go, but there's no pressure. It's whatever feels nice. And then bringing the back foot to meet the front foot. And then again, inhale, exhale. We're going to grab the backs of the legs, trying to release any tension in our neck. Relax your jaw, your face, and let everything just hang. And then straighten the legs. Just walk them out here, just bending them one at a time, little micro bends. And then we're going to unroll all the way back up to standing, rolling the shoulders back, and then looking upwards. And then we're just going to come into an all fours position. So making sure that our weight is evenly distributed between our hands and our knees, nice neutral spine here. And we're going to do some lovely cat-cows here. So we are going to round the upper back, chin to chest, pushing the ground away. And then we're going to lift our gaze, opening our chest, chin to chest, rounding and arching. Push the ground away, lift the gaze, belly button to the floor, belly button to spine. And then we're going to bring the big toes together, knees wide, and we're just going to reach out in front of us, bum to our heels. And again, just feel the mat beneath you here, feel the ground beneath you. I'm just going to spend the last couple of minutes of today's practice here. Listen to your breath and notice its natural rhythm. The lightness you feel when you inhale and the softness you feel when you exhale. And just give yourself permission here to be completely and utterly present. There's nowhere else for you to be right now other than here. So just take this time for yourself. And then whenever you're ready, wiggle your fingers and just slowly come up to a seated position. I hope you had a lovely practice today, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day.